Welcome to the AJ Awesome Show, a show about my favorite things. My name is AJ and my special guest for this episode is Chelsea Green. You've seen her at Impact, Lucha Underground, NXT, and All In, and now you're currently seeing her in WWE. I hope you like the show! I am here with Chelsea Green.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. Why did you start wrestling?
Well, I actually wasn't a diehard wrestling fan my whole life like most of my girlfriends were. I fell into it in college. I was watching Raw while I was supposed to be doing my homework, and Nikki Bella was on TV, and I fell in love with her and the match and everything about it. And the next week, I was training with Lance Storm.
Oh. That was a really quick turn from not being a wrestling fan to a wrestling fan.
It was a very quick turn, and I am glad I spent a lot of time on the indies so that people know that, I just didn't get thrown into this and get everything I wanted. I really worked for it. And I proved to people that just because I wasn't a wrestling fan growing up doesn't mean I'm not a wrestling fan now.
What advice would you give a new wrestler?
I would say the best advice I could give a new wrestler would be don't just focus on wrestling. Try to do things that make you unique. So take acting classes, maybe public speaking classes, take gymnastics classes, do all the other things that you love, because when it comes down to wrestling, what makes people love you is what you're unique for and what you're different for. And that's what I love about it. People don't just love Joe Schmo. They love the person who was in a roller derby ring or, was a professional weightlifter. And so you just have to not focus on wrestling. You have to focus on all the things that you love and be passionate about them all.
If you could choose to have 3 wishes granted, what would you wish for? The only wish that you can't wish for is more wishes.
Oh, that's good. Okay. So one wish would be that I would not have any more injuries. I'm over the injuries. One wish would be that I could have my grandma and grandpa back. They passed away and I love them and miss them so much. And another wish would be that I make so much money that I can bring all my family to the United States and provide a house for them to come and visit all the time and stuff like that.
My 3 would be first to solve everyone's problem in the world.
Oh, that's
like
good.
World hunger, world peace, and giving all homeless people a house and stuff.
Yeah.
Number 2, I don't know if this is allowed, but it's one wish, so I would give everyone one wish.
Oh, that's good.
I don't know if that counts as getting... It's not more wishes for me.
Right? I feel like it counts then.
And 3 would to give everyone in my family infinite money.
Yes, I agree with that. And if I have infinite money, then I also feel like that's my family because I share everything with them. I also, if I had a 4th wish, it would be to help all the homeless animals. I wish I could give them all homes.
What is your favorite place to wrestle?
Do we want to say like favorite city?
Favorite arena or city?
Okay. So my favorite arena is an arena in Milwaukee. And I think it's called Turner Hall, I believe. That for me has had the best energy. I wrestled there once with NXT and I wrestled there once on the indies with Zello Pro. And I don't know what it was about the building, but it was so historic and like the sound was great and the crowd is amazing there. But my favorite city has to be when I wrestle in my hometown in Victoria or in Vancouver in Canada, because I love wrestling for my friends and my family and just like people that know me. I love that. So those are two answers.
I've never wrestled anywhere before, so I can't answer that question. But if I did, I would choose the what's that stadium that's like really big in St. Louis?
Oh.
I don't remember.
Okay.
The Scottrade Stadium.
Okay. I thought you were gonna say maybe the old ECW arena.
Oh.
Because people like that one too.
If I did wrestle, if I did wrestle there, I would choose there 100% because it's my hometown.
Yeah, there we go.
What is your favorite ice cream flavor?
Oh, this is easy. Cookies and cream. Hands down, 100%. I always try something new and then I go back to cookies and cream.
For me, it's a tie between cookies and cream and cookie dough.
Okay, so I love cookie dough, and sometimes when I go to the places that make them, I do both in them. But I just love cookies and cream. I get cookies and cream like Oreo McFlurry, everything.
I always get Oreo McFlurry whenever I have the chance to get ice cream from McDonald's.
Yeah.
What was your favorite match you wrestled and why?
I would say my favorite match was All In, and it was because Britt was in it. She's one of my best friends. I had already wrestled Tessa so many times, so we knew how each other kind of worked. And then Madison Rain was someone that helped me get to Impact, so that was really cool that she was in that match. So it just was like kind of a full circle moment. And not only that, the crowd was amazing, and we got a standing ovation. So that was the best moment for me when I hit the Canadian Destroyer on Tessa, and then everybody stood up and was cheering, and I just got to spend like 3 seconds listening to it. It was my favorite moment ever so far.
I remember that match.
Yeah, that was the best.
You have used a few different personas. Which one is your favorite?
Well, the hot mess will always be my favorite. And the hot mess can be a couple of different things, so I feel like I could bring it back and tweak it a little bit. It doesn't have to be a crazy bride. It can just be a crazy woman. But that's my favorite.
What do you like to do when you have free time?
Well, in Canada, I used to hike a lot, but we don't really have mountains in Orlando, so you can't hike. So honestly, anything active. I like going out and walking my dog, or going for walks with Deanna Perrazzo and Mackenzie Mitchell. We go for walks all the time. Anything where I can just get out in the fresh air. That's my favorite thing to do.
Do you have a hidden talent that nobody knows about?
Well, one hidden talent would be that I used to be able to speak fluent French, but I'm not that great anymore. So I'm not going to say it's a hidden talent anymore. So my next hidden talent would be that I can do the worm.
Oh, I've never been able to do it because it seems really hard. I've tried, but it's really hard.
Okay, well, if I tried now, so I know I can still do it, but if I tried to teach myself now, I probably couldn't. But because I've been doing it for so long, since I was probably your age, I actually was having a conversation with Mackenzie Mitchell, who is the NXT backstage, commentator or backstage announcer and things like that. We were having a conversation debating whether we could still do it. So we tried on her apartment floor, which was hardwood, and it really hurt. But I did it. I can still do it.
What are your goals when you return from your injury?
What are my goals? Well, one goal would just be to stay healthy for sure and try not to get hurt again. And then, really, I just want to have a really positive debut and an impactful debut. And I hope it's in front of people, but if it's not, that's just the way that the world's going right now. So that's okay. I think I just want to focus on getting back, debuting, and then we'll go from there.
What was your favorite cartoon when you were a kid?
Ooh, you know what? I didn't really watch that many cartoons. And we have so many different ones in Canada, but I mean, obviously what was my favorite, do I think? Did you guys ever have Dragon Tales?
I've heard a lot about it.
I love Dragon Tales.
That's the end. Thanks for the interview.
Thank you so much for having me. I hope we can do this again.
I hope you enjoyed this episode of the AJ Awesome Show. I'd like to thank Chelsea Green for being my special guest. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you next time!